So keep on going with your silly dream by Piter on AO3. This fic includes mentions of suicidal thoughts. That is your warning. Chapter 76. What the shit? Summary. Izuku freaks and accidentally walks into his fan club's street celebration. What the shit is All For One doing out of containment? Izuku jolted up with a gasp, hand clasped around the knife next to him. He frantically glanced around, yet saw nothing. That couldn't be right. Something was wrong. He stumbled from his makeshift window, shrugging off his sleep clothes and yanking a familiar red hoodie and cargo pants on. The teen didn't waste time with socks, simply yanking red high tops onto his bare feet. He tugged his mask and goggles on so fast it irritated the scar on his cheek. Izuku scrambled out of the house despite it being broad daylight, wildly looking around. Still, nothing was amiss. With a frustrated grunt, he dialed Shinso.
You usually aren't up at...
What's going on? Are you okay? Izuku interrupted, crouching beside a dumpster of a small alley.
Yeah, just finished our show. I'm checking out the rest of the festival now.
The teen responded. His voice was flat, as it always was, but Izuku could hear the worry after knowing the other so long.
Why?
Something's wrong, Shinso. I can feel it. I know that sounds crazy, but something's wrong. He stressed, slumping back against the wall. Dread still pulling in his chest, the weight of it enough to make it hard to breathe.
Deku, listen.
A brief pause.
I believe you, but it might not be real.
The vigilante's eyebrows furrowed in mild offense. What's that supposed to mean?
You've been a vigilante on the run for over a year. You've been kidnapped and on the brink of death more times than you can count on your fingers. Now, I'm not saying that there's not danger, but...
No, but what's that have to do with anything, Shinso?
Look, I'm not trying to be a dick, but...
Well, you are! Izuku snapped, hanging up. He wasn't some crazy person, damn it! But what could be brain blast? He could go to the place he always ends up hearing some earth-shattering news. Izuku jogged through the street. Despite his initial expectations, no one commented on his getup. Hell, he even made eye contact with a police officer.
I'm so sorry to bother you, but I just love your cosplay.
The vigilante looked up from the ground, meeting the goggles of the person in front of him. The person dressed as him. Looking around, there were a lot of people dressed as him. Cosplay? Yeah, thanks. I like yours too. He squeaked, discreetly sliding the very real knife into his hoodie pocket.
How do you get the details of the goggles? You even have the mismatched lenses.
Mismatched? Okay, they were one shade off because he was in a time crunch. Mismatched was a strong word. Just got lucky, I guess. Izuku attempted to walk around the guy, but it seemed he couldn't take a damn hint and walked right up beside him and continued chatting away. A tense arm was thrown around his shoulders.
Seriously, like, everything is so point on.
The vigilante decided to whip out his inner Bakugo before he got drugged or something. Are you really close to me right now? Man, back the hell up! I don't know you.
Sorry. Didn't mean to offend. Enjoy the fan club event. Celebrating how many times Yahoo has almost died and come back anyways. You, not the fan club.
And they made it sound like he died every month. It wasn't that often. He walked down the street in slight awe. People were dressed as him, as Yahoo. There were people selling homemade plushies, pins, hell, even mini backpacks themed after his costume. It felt like he was a hero.
Nope, yikes.
Not going down that path. He'd mope about it once he was sure nothing was.
All for One is out of prison! Did you hear?
What the actual shit? That is the end of chapter 76. On to the next chapter. Chapter 77. Izuku breaks into UA like a baddie. Summary. Izuku and UA, what will he do? I told you! Shinso rolled his eyes.
I know you did.
I so told you! I knew something happened, but no! Apparently I'm crazy!
I already said sorry.
Deku, let's move on. We only have so long until school tomorrow, and you need to get out before then. Ochako interrupted from her perch at Shinso's desk. Also, this could have been over FaceTime? A phone call? Nope! Izuku answered cheerfully. From his place on the ground, he wore the dull orange shirt, baggy black pants, and black hat he'd recently purchased with the mystery wallet.
How do you even sneak in?
I don't know for sure. I mean, I just kind of walked in. My theory is that the defenses are actually by sensing a person's quirk factor, and if it isn't registered in its system, they don't go up. Obviously, that didn't work for me, but also maybe we should be worried because what if a villain actually... Okay, ow! Izuku rubbed the top of his arm. Shinso had punched him.
I feel like All for One breaking out of prison is more important than UA security system right now.
Yeah, probably, he agreed sheepishly. But it was probably the League of Villains, right? I mean, apparently he just disappeared. But no one just disappears. Obviously, Shinso snorted. Izuku only groaned and laid back in response, green eyes glaring at the ceiling. He hated villains. No one spoke for a moment. What were they supposed to say? Anyways, uh-oh? Crazy idea, guys. But what if we just let the pro heroes deal with it? Uraraka suggested, turning away from the identical looks sent her way. They don't have the bullets. I do. The brunette turned back to him. Then give them to a hero. The commission is fishy as hell.
Okay, but you're 15. What are you going to do?
Shoot him, duh! Izuku easily caught the plastic cat figurine hurled at his head. Then he can't take or use his quirks, so the pro heroes can finish him off while I shoot the other League members.
So here's the thing. Izuku wasn't actually an idiot. He was well aware it didn't and wouldn't work like that. Nothing wrong with dreaming, though. Well, a knock pounded against Shinso's door. All at once, Uraraka sprinted to the closet as Izuku threw himself under the bed. The purple-haired teen stormed to the door and flung it open. What the hell is going on in here? Izuku placed his hand over his mouth, squirming deeper under the bed. The one day he wore his orange shirt, some freak had to come marching up to Shinso's dorm. I'm not stupid. Bakugo cut Shinso off for the second time, and Izuku could see him shove the teen out of the way. Come out, fuckers! I know you're here! Are you delusional? Seriously, do I need to ask Aizawa to set you up with Hound Dog? The other boy, unfortunately, didn't respond to Shinso's inquiry aside from a shove. I know Roundface is in here. And if she is? Again, no answer. The blonde always had been smart. Not a compliment at the moment. Ochako sheepishly exited the closet. Okay, you caught us. I know it's after curfew and we aren't supposed to have the door closed, but it would be really bitchy if you snitched on us. Instead of acknowledging her, Bakugo slammed the door shut behind him. Who else is here? Shinso and Ochako share the most obvious look Izuku had ever seen, like they were asking to be caught. If not for the imminent threat of being discovered, he would have repeatedly bashed his head against the ground. The blonde must have sensed it anyways, when he suddenly stormed towards the bed. Both Uraraka and Shinso attempted to stop him, but it was too late. Izuku screamed as a hand dragged him out by his shirt. But the blonde didn't even flinch. He shook the green-haired teen slightly. I knew it! What the hell is wrong with you? That is the end of chapter 77 of So Keep On Going With Your Silly Dream by Piter on AO3. If you like this, please go support the original author. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you to all you kittens and heroes for supporting me in all the ways you do. Hope you have a good day, night, or whatever time zone you're in. Bye kittens, bye heroes.